I'm heading off on another adventure. I'll just bring the bare necessities. What do you call a valuable donkey? An asset. I'm getting all excited. I'm nearly there. What a beautiful spot. And it looks like I have the whole place to myself. Can't wait to get out and catch a fish. First things first, we'll have a pint of Guinness. That's lovely. I'm just gonna sit here for a little while and count my blessings. I must row the boat around to the car to collect my fishing gear. I must show you this. This jumper. I have this jumper as long as I have my YouTube channel. My wife bought this jumper for me years ago. And I love this jumper. It's my fishing jumper. And when my wife sees it in my video, she says, "Vincent, you have that jumper for years and it's shabby." And she is it. And she throws my jumper into the recycle bin. And I have to fish it back out again, to keep an eye on it. And I fish it back out and I hide it somewhere in the house. And then I bring it with me fishing. And then my wife, she'll see this video now, she'll see the jumper again, she'll go, "I'm going to get rid of that jumper on you." It's a grand jumper. I'll probably get buried in this jumper. And if I ever become famous, this jumper could be sold on eBay for millions. If I got famous, the mad fisherman's jumper, I'll get buried in this jumper, happily buried in it. Anyway, I must get my gear into the boat. This is tough work, carrying everything down to the boat. Finally, I use my brain. Now, what fly will I use? This little fella is something I just made myself. It's a great little fly, and I'll use the famous Bibio. Yeah, the two of them, hopefully they'll do the trick. At last, it's time to get out onto the lake. To have some fun, hey! And we'll have a quick sup of the Guinness for strength for rowing the boat. And we're off. I left my two little flies out behind the boat and I started my exercise. It wasn't long until I caught my first fish. I kept pulling them out, one after the other. sometimes two at the same time. I got lots and lots of exercise, and the Guinness kept me going. There was lots of showers, and in the strong wind I had to be very careful not to drift onto the rocks. I fished under the rainbow. I cast my fly to the end of the rainbow before it faded away. I hooked into a monster trout. Into a nice trout. He's my breakfast to make land. Come on, fish. I thought he was bigger. My arm's tired from all the rowing. He felt like a big, strong fish. I put him back. I got into lots of tangles. I kept catching fish and throwing them back again. I seen lots of beautiful rainbows. I tried lots of different spots. I fished well into the evening. Finally, it was time to call it a day and set up camp. I must keep up my strength. I haven't had a drink out of my magic flask for a long time. I wonder is there anything still in it? Cheers for the chest. Cheers for the chest. Ah. And I think it's time to put on a bit of grub. I'm starving. It's time to put on the grub. The beach is covered in loads and loads of little apples. And the tree is full of thousands of apples. Thousands of apples. I wonder what they taste like. I'm not going to find out. I wouldn't eat one of those unless I was constipated. We'll get the grub on. For my dinner, I'm having ham and cabbage, my favorite, and potatoes fried on the pan. Oh, it smells gorgeous. That was fit for a king. I don't want it to end. Oh, if I die tonight, I'll die a happy man. Oh, that was gorgeous. it smells divine. I don't know what it tastes like. Cook him on the frying pan and you'll be catching lots of big trout. Big, huge trout. Or else it will kill you. I wouldn't take any chances. Looks lovely, but we'll leave it. We'll get the mushrooms inside the supermarket. There's a doornail. I haven't the strength or the puff to blow that up, so it's sleeping on the ground tonight. It's time for bed. It's getting late and it's getting cold, and I'm putting on my jumper. I'm putting on my jumper. My wife keeps throwing it into the recycle bin, and I keep taking it out again. It's a fine jumper, a fine jumper. So I'm off to bed, and tomorrow's another day. So, good night. I must have a little nightcap before I go to bed. My wife will kill me drinking out of the bottle. I can hear her now. It's etiquette, etiquette. I just want the last little drop. We'll have etiquette, and we'll drink out of the lid. For the chest. This is literally a nightcap. It's a nightcap. We'll have another one. They're small. And try not to spill it this time. Oh! Cheers. I hope you're happy now, Hilda. I'm not drinking out of the bottle. Half is gone on the bloody 10th floor. Cheers. Good night. The last one. The last one, they're very small. Getting better at it. It's time for bed. After waking up, and I realize I'm thirsty and I brought no water with me. I have Guinness, I have Paddy, I have no water. I have no water and I'm thirsty. It's a disaster, a disaster. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's bloody freezing. There's water in here, frozen water. Health and safety. You need water. That'll thaw during the night. I'm gonna wake in the morning. I'll have some water. Cheers. This little fella was outside my tent when I woke up this morning, and he was sitting next to my paddy bottle. I think he wanted a drink of the paddy. An Irish frog. And for breakfast we'll have 2
two nice soft boiled eggs with soldiers. That'll be perfect. And while my eggs are boiling, a nice refreshing swim to wake up like the frog. Oh, you can't beat a nice sausage. Breakfast of kings. It's time to go. Health and safety, golden rule. Don't ever go out in a boat unless you have a life jacket on. And don't forget to bring with you your rubbish. Never leave any rubbish behind you. A quick look around, make sure you left the place as you found it, and it's time to hit the road.
I must show you something before I go home. Health and safety. I have a big belly and I find it hard putting on my shoes. And my wife said, I'm buying you a present. And I think it's called a shoe horn. She said, I'm getting you a shoe horn. I think that's what it's called. And I said, I don't want it. And she bought me this. And she said, Vincent, that'll make your life a lot easier. And I wouldn't use it. It was in the house and I would not use it. I said, I'm not using that. And I don't know, man. And then one day, I decided I'd try it. And it's the best thing since the sliced pan. It's so simple to use. Just like that, look. My feet are wet, that's the problem. It's so simple, my feet are wet. I'll try this one. They usually just slip on in a second. My feet are wet. It makes life so much easier. See? It's fantastic. A shoe horn. If you have a problem getting your shoes on, buy one of these.
That's a beautiful piece of music called The Song of an Old Poet. It'd be perfect if it was called The Song of an Old Fisherman. Lovely piece of music. Now, I have to say, I was fishing at the lake. The next morning when I woke up at the lake, I didn't feel great and I did a bit of fishing and I went home. And the next morning I woke up and my face here, it was out like that. It was agony. My eyeball was nagging my teeth. I couldn't open my mouth and I couldn't close my mouth. It sounds mad, but I couldn't open my mouth. The pain was so bad and I couldn't close my teeth together. It was agony. And I went to the doctor anyway and she put me on a course of antibiotics. I've been in bed the last couple of days and I feel very sorry for myself. And thank God I had the footage that kept me going, making the video, just playing away and doing that. And the reason why I'm saying all this, there's a reason. And the reason I'm saying, you've heard of the old saying, you take your health for granted, but we really do. And if there's anybody out there watching this video and if they're sick, I hope you have a speedy recovery, because there's nothing worse than feeling sick. Laughing the word last week, you cry, and you cry, you know it's true. So, don't take your health for granted. I'm never going to take my health for granted again after this. It's still agony. and I'm deaf, I can't hear a thing. And please God, I will never ever complain again. No matter what happens any day, I'll never complain again once you have your health. When you have your health, you really are so lucky. So, until my next video. Until my next video, get out and catch a fish. See ya.
Now it's time to hide my jumper again before I go in home.